Hello, friends. On April 20, 2023, a formidable, some might say volcanic, solar eclipse will occur at 30 degrees of the Aries zodiac sign. Let's talk about what this eclipse will bring to us and the whole world. We will also discuss influence on your sign. This solar eclipse in the sign of Aries will be the first solar eclipse on the new axis. The events that come to the surface during this period, or the problems that arise at this time, will only be fully resolved from July 2023 to January 2025. The period of this eclipse will present each of us with a new task. This task will not be based on external influences. The theme that will manifest during this solar eclipse will be both unexpected and anticipated for us. How can this be? The energy of this eclipse brings out what is already ripe inside us but has not been manifested or consciously realized. Therefore, at first, when we feel and see this task, we may be surprised. Then, we can think, evaluate everything, weigh it, and understand that it is time to solve this issue. So, the first eclipse in a new sphere, in a new zodiac sign, in a new house of the horoscope, is like a period when we enter new territory. We are just beginning to understand what exactly we need to do. I call this eclipse volcanic because the awakening of a volcano is also essentially a reaction, a culmination of what has been brewing and is ready to come to the surface. This eclipse is tense and explosive because it occurs in a tense square aspect to the planet Pluto. It's about being true to ourselves. During this period, we may come to the realization that every time we suppressed our pride, gave up on our dreams, submitted to someone else's will, or exhibited weakness of character, we were actually betraying ourselves, our personality, and our essence. When we tried to imitate others, wear someone else's mask, play a role that wasn't really us, or succumb to our fears, we allowed ourselves to be undervalued and traded our pride for some superficial gains from the outside world. And in this period, we will realize that every time we acted this way, we were slowly losing ourselves. We will want to regain our sense of self, our integrity, and rediscover who we truly are, so that we can act according to our own desires and aspirations. This is the energy of struggle. So everything that happens during this period will push us to some degree towards a fight with some force. This eclipse seems to urge us to display qualities such as personal courage, a desire for freedom, a longing for independence, and the desire to be true to ourselves. During this period, we will all want to assert ourselves, but it is crucial to do so at our own expense, rather than trying to devalue the significance of other people. In other words, we need to prioritize ourselves first. Last time, a solar eclipse in the same degree occurred on April 19, 2004. And a solar eclipse of the same series happened on April 8, 2005. Think back to what was happening in your life then. What ideas came to your mind? What did you want? Which areas of your life were most affected by the influence of this eclipse? On an external level, the period of this eclipse is a time of power redistribution in the world, both in terms of politics and economics. Since this eclipse occurs in the last degree of the sign of Aries and affects the first degrees of the sign of Taurus, which symbolizes materialism, accumulation of finances and resources, the areas related to banks and the economy will be affected during this eclipse period. There may be fluctuations in currency exchange rates, but the fundamental theme here is the redistribution of power in the world. During the period between eclipses, from April 20 to May 5, 2023, one of the prominent political leaders, particularly those who are negatively perceived, may fade into obscurity or voluntarily relinquish power. This could happen through forced removal or willingly stepping down, as some important figures were ousted from power during the last eclipse series. The eclipse period is a time of grand battles and significant political events involving specific figures and individuals. This eclipse occurs in the 4th house, which symbolizes our home, property, and family. Therefore, the changes that may occur in your life during this time will be somehow related to this sector. For some, it may be a period of contemplating the need for a move or dealing with issues related to their place of residence, such as obtaining permits, ownership rights, or renovating and building their home. Additionally, you may also be dealing with family matters such as obtaining certain documents or getting married. This could also be a period when significant changes occur in the lives of your close blood relatives. An adult child may get married or move away from you. During this time, you will also think about the role of family in your life. You will want to do something that is beneficial not only for you but for your entire family and your lineage as a whole. If your profession is related to real estate, construction, renovation, or intermediation services in the real estate industry, this period will bring you new opportunities for your career. Alternatively, if you run your own business, you can set up a workspace during this period. It could be a separate office or you can set up a room in your home to serve as your workspace. Please subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on astrological news and to learn about their impact on your life. Like and leave comments about how these forecasts have affected your life.